Budget spa gone wild. So last weekend, my best friend Jess decided we both needed a little self-care after a truly harrowing week. Her cat coughed up a hairball in her favorite shoes, and I accidentally wore two different shoes to work. She found this new budget-friendly spa on Facebook Marketplace, run out of someone's basement, which, in retrospect, should have been a red flag, but the ad promised innovative treatments with a homemade touch. Jess claimed this was the kind of authentic local experience we needed, and since she's never steered me wrong, except for the time she convinced me to try sushi from a gas station, I agreed. We arrived and were greeted by a woman named Barb, who wore a bathrobe over a sequined jumpsuit and smelled faintly of pickles. She led us into a dimly lit room with Enya playing softly on a cassette tape. Everything seemed kind of normal, aside from the fact that the aromatherapy candles were just Glade plugins stuck into potatoes. Barb explained that our first treatment would be a hot stone massage, but instead of stones, she pulled out a sack of Idaho russets, microwaved them, and plopped one on each of our backs. Jess tried to ask if this was part of the homemade touch, but Barb just winked and said, "You can't beat the classics." I was still trying to adjust to the sensation of rapidly cooling carbohydrates when Barb announced it was time for our rejuvenating facial masks. She held up a package of Bologna slices, Oscar Mayer, if you're curious, and carefully arranged them on our faces. "Cold cuts are good for the pores," she explained, "and if you get hungry, just eat around the eyes." I thought she was joking until Jess actually nibbled at her cheek flap and declared it surprisingly refreshing. The whole thing had escalated from relaxing to deli-counter on a Sunday morning at record speed. As we lay there, covered in lunch meat and potatoes, I realized this was either the worst spa day ever or a very elaborate prank. But honestly, nothing topped the moment Barb started the cucumber water foot soak by pouring pickle brine over our toes. So, if you're looking for a place that really brings out your inner ham, I highly recommend Barb's Basement Spa. Just be warned, the only thing you'll be peeling is yourself off the linoleum.